Hello, everybody. And I know what you're thinking. You're a little early. That's because Cassie's episode, we had a little bit of buffer between when this live stream would go and when Cassie's episode ended. But we're here. We're here. And I don't want to sit here and chit chat with you guys by myself because we have a crazy cast of characters tonight. Starting off with Weeping Willow Paranormal herself, Cassie.
Hey guys,
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent episode. And
Thank
I'm
you.
sure Ron the Courageous is in the house with you as well.
Like, did you see his hand?
Yes.
He's actually in his house coat.
And we cannot hang out without the person that made this possible, without our illustrious cohort. And that would be Karen from Australia, Doof Doof Paranormal herself. Right there. Karen from Australia. How are you guys doing?
Good.
So as you can see, I'm not in my normal office. I had to make an emergency return trip to Reno for this week. So as much as I wanted this to be like, oh, sweet and cool and like having my lights and stuff, just like these two lovely ladies, I've got like a crappy blank wall with some nails hanging out. But we're good. We're good. And I'm excited because we have finally released the third and final chapter of the Washoe Club investigations on both of our channels. Excellent episodes. I had so much fun with you guys at that location. I love the fact that we all got to kind of investigate by ourselves, to bring such a cool experience to our viewers. A little bit of together, a little bit of apart. We covered that place completely. We have no regrets there, as the internet would say. And if you guys didn't know, it was Karen's very first paranormal investigation. And I will say it right now, Karen, you're amazing. Not only did you make that happen, but damn, you are a natural.
Thank
You
you.
are.
Looking on me on that footage, though, all I'm doing is pulling faces and going like this to the ghosts, like they know.
That's all we do, though. That's all we do. That is investigating.
It was kind of, I just pretended they were real. I mean, they were probably really there, but you know what I mean? I thought I'll just pretend they're there, and then if they're there, they won't feel like they're missing out. But geez, it's hard to watch yourself, isn't it, Jason?
We had a great time.
Yeah, but it was good fun.
So we're celebrating a few things on this live stream, guys. One, Cemetery Road has finally hit the 3,000 subscriber mark, and right now it's like up and down. Like last night during my episode release, it was like 3,000, woo, and then it was like 2,999. let's get it back, and now we're like I think literally at 3,002. So I'm assuming it's going to kind of up and down for a little bit, but we're celebrating that fact. That is all thanks to you guys, and supporting what I do, supporting what Cassie does, supporting Karen as she kind of launches herself into this crazy world of YouTube and paranormal investigation. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're also celebrating the fact that we released finally the last episode of our Washoe Club investigation.
Yep.
Next up, Mackey Mansion, guys. We got even more stuff for you guys from the PEX event. And I think to celebrate all of that, I think we're going to start making some drinks because that's what we do here. And to do that, because of PEX and the reason PEX brought us all together, we're going to be making Graveyard Dirt, which is the official mixed drink of Cemetery Road, which is a little bit of ice. I'm going with some ice in this handy dandy reusable metal cup. We're going to do some gin. I've got Hendrick's gin over here. I know that's what Cassie has as well because we have a hive mind going on apparently.
We must. I was like, what? It was weird.
I don't have a measuring tool because I'm in an office. So just say when.
One.
That was probably a good win. Probably shouldn't do that say when thing on a delay because of the internet. So, a little bit of gin. I got these handy dandy little root beers. So it's gin, root beer. I'm just going to pour this whole can in here. Boop. And then, just for fun, we're going to top it off with some whipped cream. Why not? As I'm going big with my cemetery dirt or my graveyard dirt and a straw, a little bendy straw. So, cheers to you all. Let's have a drink to celebrate the fact that we've just released the last episode of our first investigation together.
I've got raspberry.
That's pretty good.
So
but
mine doesn't look like the cemetery or graveyard dirt, but it is root beer. It's just like the healthier version of root beer.
Oh, and then Karen's coming in with the Dan Aykroyd Crystal Skull.
I can put this in my raspberry.
Do it. Let's do it. We're celebrating.
Okay. Without making a mess. I'm technically at work, you know. But they don't watch YouTube, so I'm safe.
Yeah, we're good. I've been not paying attention to the chat. Jameson, he's my good friend Jameson. He's in the chat. Yeah, Jameson, a little bit of gin, root beer, and whipped cream. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jason.
I'm going to try and pay
Jason
attention to that. Somebody has
he
to. We're going to do our best.
Jason was supposed to. Well, the drink you made at Pex. That's the one that Jason's drinking.
Yeah,
is actually the one he should have made, and he would have won.
So this should have been the drink. It would have won.
Mm-hmm.
We did like a drink challenge with some gin and a whole bunch of mixers, and I went too complicated, too much crap. It wasn't good at all. It was mostly gin, but gin, root beer, and whipped cream, man, it is a solid little drink, and it is the official drink. So I'm ignoring the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm ignoring the chat. But I'm going to scroll. We've got Exploring Harley in the house. We have Mike in the house. We have Tara, Allie, Allie's Good Times, Wolf Haunts Paranormal, Kindred, Brian, Betty, Laws. Let's see, Tommy Against the Tombstones, Jameson, a whole bunch of other people. Recall, Laws. All y'all, Betty, thanks for hanging with us. I know it's a Thursday for most of us here in the States. Karen's in the future. She's already into Friday. But we're hanging out. We're doing good. And I have a surprise for you guys. And I hope you guys appreciate all the work that went into this. I'm excited to finally bring it to you. So not only is it the final episode of our first investigation together, 3,000 subscribers on Cemetery Road, but it's also the long-awaited reveal of the Cemetery Road calendar. Boom, guys. The year of the Tapophile is upon us. The 2023 calendar, it's here. It's got sweet photos. Look at that. Look at that bad July photo right there. I've got it. And I want to send it to you guys so badly because I know I've been talking about this for 2 years, doing a Cemetery Road calendar. So here's the thing. I'm not sure how to sell these things because I don't have a storefront. So if you would like one, I have 40 calendars available. Only 40. Karen, Cassie, I set some aside for you, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you would like one, send an email to thecemeteryroad@gmail.com, and we will figure it out from there. But after I get 40 emails saying they want this calendar, that's the end of it, because I don't have time to make more before 2023 comes. So it's limited edition. They are $20. And I know that may seem a lot for such a small calendar, but it costs a lot to produce these things. And every dime that is raised from the sale of the calendars is going towards a pretty awesome trip that the three of us will be going on later in or the beginning part of the next year. So it's awesome. Tommy Amongst the Tombstones. Will there be pictures of cemeteries? All pictures of cemeteries. That's one of my favorites. November. pretty awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, pictures from cemeteries that I've taken over the last year or 7. There's some Scotland cemetery photos. There's some Boston. There's some snowy ones. Let me try and find a Scotland one for you. There's Scotland. Boom, pretty nice. Pretty good. Again, I only have 40. So it's up to you guys, man. Send me an email saying I want a calendar. I will say, yes, you have secured a spot for a calendar. You send me $20 on PayPal and I will send you it to Sweet. And it's $20. Like, I'm not going to like $20 plus shipping and handling. But there is if you do not live in the United States, there's a caveat.
I was just about to say something. Yeah.
My plan is to, if you live in Australia, guys, I will bite the bullet and I will send any Australian calendars that are ordered and New Zealand. I'm gonna send them to Karen, and me and Karen will work out how to send them to you so that it's a little bit cheaper on my end, but we can get them to you. Karen's my mail pimp in Australia. But I didn't want to leave you guys out because I know it's kind of a pain in the ass right now. But I'm pretty proud of this little guy. I'm excited to get this to you guys. So I've been talking about doing a calendar for 2 years, and I definitely will do another one next year, as well as the volume 2 of the Cemetery Roads book series. But yeah, here it is. Are y'all excited? I've got it.
Yes. What's January's picture look like? What's January?
It's a wintry photo.
Ooh, very pretty.
Yes.
Circle number
I don't want to reveal
10.
all the photos.
Number 10 of January. 10 of January. That's my birthday.
Is that your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we went quiet.
Sorry, I got messages and you guys aren't talking.
Sorry.
What's going on in the chat? What are you guys doing? Allie's saying right back. Got to email Jason. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to best sell these things because $20 for Cemetery Roads. Sorry, I'm all for a Cemetery Road calendar. Email me. I'll send you an email back that says I'm good. And once I get your PayPal payment for this thing, I will send them out. It's going to be like a week or 2 because I'm in Reno. I'm going to try and get them out of here before I leave Reno because I want to get these to you before January, obviously. But I will do my best. But we got like 40. We only have 40. I ordered 50, but 10 of them are called. 2 of them going to Karen and Cassie. So
Thank you.
there you go. I'm gonna assign one of you to like be the person to watch the chat. Who's gonna be that person?
I'll watch it if you like. All right, because you two are the real stars. Oh, I'm just the tag along.
No, Karen's the star.
No.
Karen is the star.
No. I pulled enough.
Karen, what was it like to look back on this investigation from a few different points of view and kind of relive it in that way? Because you were there, you understand you were there, you experienced it, but what's it like then seeing it on YouTube and presented? Was it like different to you where you were like, oh, I didn't even remember that? Or like, it's
a little bit.
What was that like?
It was a little bit like that because a lot of it I did remember, like absolutely remembered. And some of it I thought, oh, God, and then because Cassie will understand what I mean, but you look at yourself, and I'm sure you do, anybody does, you look at yourself and go, oh my God.
I hate watching myself.
Did I pull that face? What's that? But it's amazing. I saw the bat.
I did too, right?
I did see
twice.
That. Yeah.
It was like.
Yeah. And so that was interesting. It wouldn't have scared me at the time. I would have just, you know what I'm like. I go, where is it? But But yeah, no, it was interesting and it was good too because, like in Cassie's episode and in yours, there was a lot there that we heard, like we heard in the moment, and then you did manage to catch a lot. And there's a lot we didn't hear that you've picked up with the equipment. So I don't know, but it's really
definitely
weird.
with Cassie's episode. Like I managed to capture like the big things, but Cassie had some whispering voices where I was like, "What was that?"
Yep.
That one,
was really good.
And when we were leaving the Sia, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that was crazy. Also, when I took that to me, it was where we all heard that loud voice, and then we caught it like on the camera, so that was really cool.
So, Cassie, what is your process of editing when it comes to listening for EVPs? Do you just sit there with big old headphones and just play it out? Like if you have 5 hours of footage, do you just sit there for 5 hours just intensely listening to everything?
Basically, so I pretty much I up the volume. I use noise canceling headphones, and I'll create the intro. So I already have it pieced together, the intro. So that's all done. Then I just drop in the footage and I just go through it and cut it and then do whatever I have to do, like to cut up like the slow parts or the whatever. And then I just, that's what I do. So I just sit and listen. So it's
that is the glamorous part of paranormal investigation right there.
Yeah.
I really, during the investigation videos, I don't cut out a whole lot. I pretty much put everything in there. The only thing I'm cutting out is like transitionary stuff. Like if I'm looking over to Paul or to you guys or whatever, and I'm just like, all right, here's what we're going to do next. Let's do this thing. Then I will be like, I'll cut that stuff out because nothing's really happening. So I'll just sit there. I'll build the episode. It takes like an hour at a chunk. And then I'll just put all my noise canceling headphones and just sit there. And I'm like, oh, this sucks. And I always have that feeling, oh, this sucks. This is so boring. I hate this part until I hear something. I'm like, what was that? What was that? I gotta back up.
Like when I was editing this episode, like it was right off the bat, I was hearing stuff and I'm like, holy crap. But then there was some stuff I had to like debunk. So I was like, I heard something, I may like wrong listen to it, then I might realize I'm like, oh wait, no, that was like whatever. So, but like right off the get-go, it was insane. Like that, I don't think I've never encountered a location like that before. Ever. So far. I mean, mind you, I'm pretty new, but.
All right. So calendar sales, we have 2 so far. Allie, you're getting a calendar. If you want to PayPal me $20, it's yours. Got one set aside for you. Julie, same thing. Thank you for the email. So 2 calendars down, 57 to go. They're not 57, 47. 47 to go. I appreciate you guys. I'm so glad I was able to get this calendar finished and done, and I really enjoy it. Like it came out really, really cool. So other than that, what do you guys got going on? You got some questions in the chat you want to throw our way? What do you all want to know about the Washoe Club, paranormal investigation in general, like what we're up to, how many tattoos we got, what we ate for breakfast? Like, sit down, Cassie.
I'm like, but
Rick and Havoc was asking about, how you said you're listening to things and it's boring, but about visual. So is there something when you're listening to sound, if you think you hear something, can you actually have an app or something to see it? I suggested Audacity, because but you'd have to play it on that. Any ideas there, Jason? Cassie?
Well, for me, it's a little different because I'm doing everything on my phone and I'm doing everything through iMovie, and I can't see the wave spikes and stuff. Like I have to like sit there and like listen. So I'll have to listen. I'll have to go through all my footage and listen. And generally, I'll close my eyes and just listen. And then like the recall, $20 does cover the shipping too. You're good. $20 even. You want to give me more? I'm not gonna say no, but like 20. If you want a calendar, 20 done. When I do the visual part of it, I will kind of just scan through. So I'll pick a section of footage and I'll just kind of like move it back and forth to see where the changes are, because that's easier than sitting there and just watching it. Because your eyes get kind of bored, you get bored, you're not paying attention. So what I'll do is I'll zip through the footage pretty fast, and if I see something happen that's like out of the ordinary, then I'll slow down. I'll move through it, kind of thing. So I do two passes basically, an audio pass and a visual pass. It would be easier if I was using like traditional editing software on a computer where I could see the waveforms and all that kind of stuff, but that's not what I'm doing. So unfortunately, that means I have to kind of buckle down and I have to put on headphones and I have to just kind of listen intently to what I hear without getting that visual cue of the wave file.
Okay. And Mike goes asking, sorry, Cassie. Mike goes asking what, and because you can answer this one because I didn't pay attention to you, Cassie. I know Jason uses his phone as a camera, but what were you using?
She's like, I don't pay attention to Cassie.
No, I didn't look to see what Cassie was using. I only pay attention to Jason.
Yeah, what do you use to film, Cassie?
I have my Sony AX53. So I started off with a cheapy Amazon camera when I first started, but then back in December, I believe was December. Yeah, I had received my new camera, and now that's what I use, and I absolutely love it. The night vision is great. Everything is great about it. And the audio, and I also guys, I don't have an extra boom mic.
Audio.
So,
and hey, Cassie, have you used the drone? Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
Oh, yeah. What do I use to edit? So I use Filmora. I know that's like kind of a bad thing in this YouTube world. People like diss it. But I am not techie, guys. Like the fact that I'm even putting out YouTube videos is a feat in the freaking half. So it's really user friendly. So, but when I'm editing, going back to the question about like anomalies and stuff, I actually don't. I've never really seen something spike for me. So I have to really listen and then watch, and then I kind of can like figure it out. But I don't really, there's nothing for me, at least so far, that's like spiked where I realized it was an EVP or something. So.
Gotcha. Music Maker in the chat asked if there's a way to pay for a calendar that's not PayPal. Most likely, probably. PayPal's really the only thing I have right now, but send me an email saying you want a calendar and I will converse with you and we will figure it out. Because if anybody wants a calendar, I want to make sure they get a calendar. Karen, what are you using for editing? Because you're kind of baby stepping into the YouTube thing. What have you been using to edit?
I have to tell you, well, I've been playing, and you'll laugh if I tell you what I've been using. I've been using, to make things, I've been using PowerPoint presentation, right? Mm-hmm. And I use that for my, bobbleheads. And then what's the other thing? Audacity to put the music and the voices together. And there's, what's the other thing called? I will tell you if I bring it up and have a look at it. Where's it gone? I've got 3 screens. There it is. Clipchamp. Video editor. Clipchamp. Microsoft. Clipchamp. Video editor. Did you hear me? It's all good?
Yes.
So three. And I'm not, it's hard. It's tricky.
Oh yeah, you're kind of going like you're going the hard way about it. Music Maker, the email is thecemeteryroad@gmail.com. And if somebody can post my links, my link tree on there, that would be great. What I like about this setup is like all three of us are attacking this scenario in different fashions. I'm using my phone, like everything's on my phone. I shoot on my phone, I edit on my phone, I upload on my phone, like I take care of everything on my phone. Cassie's got a nice camera. She's doing a certain type of editing software and she's doing her thing. Karen's coming in brand new, fresh, using her system of doing things, kind of figuring it out. This is the thing it's important if you are interested in doing YouTube stuff, not even supernatural, paranormal stuff. It doesn't matter. If you're wanting to make some sort of content for the internet, there's no reason you can't do it with what you have. I'm using my phone. Cassie's using a camera and a pretty stellar computer setup at this point.
Well,
Karen's figuring it out as she goes. Like we are all different levels of how to do things. So there's really no excuse if somebody wants to produce content of some sort. And they're like, well, all I have is this. Well, if that's all you have, you can make content. And that's what I like about kind of like how we're all attacking this thing.
Yeah.
There is ways.
I was going to say something. I forgot what it was now.
There was a comment here. Thoughts on GoPro filming?
GoPro. Well, for me, GoPros have gone like they have gotten so much better than when they first came out. So when they first came out, and I have like the GoPro 3 or whatever. So it's kind of an annoying fisheye camera with a terrible battery life, and like that was fine for what it was designed to do, which was action filmmaking. Slap a camera on your helmet while you dirt bike ride through some mud. Like that's what it was for. While you're surfing, while you're skiing. That was what that was designed to do. But many filmmakers were like, well, I can totally use a small, tiny camera, like, but if only it was just a little bit designed better for what I needed to do. Today's GoPro cameras are flipping awesome. If you want to do what we do and all you have access to is a GoPro camera and some editing software and the internet connection, you can absolutely do that. GoPro cameras are really cool. If you have the ability to afford a few of them and you're setting them up as your main camera and your stationary cameras and all that kind of stuff, you can make that happen. GoPro is great. There is a price tag associated with GoPro, but the quality you're getting is super, super solid. Mm-hmm. I want to say, and I have no experience because I haven't gotten to like use them a lot. The only hiccup with GoPros is maybe the audio isn't the greatest. But I don't know if the audio component of those cameras has gotten like just leaps and bounds as much as like the video part of it. That's a question mark for me. But if all you have is a GoPro, I'm never going to be that guy of like, oh, GoPro? Oh, that's not. Ugh. No, use what you have. And if you can get a GoPro, use that. It's the person, not the equipment, guys.
Yeah. Oh, Cody's in the house.
Cody.
Cody.
I
think he knows anything. Cody.
Yeah, they all watch
Daniel M. I'm writing you down for a calendar, sir. Thank you for the email. Just shoot me $20 on PayPal and you're good to go. I'm so excited to bring you guys these calendars. You don't even understand. I've been talking about them for so long. They're super fun. New Reality Paranormal. Cody and Sean, good friends of mine, people I trust when it comes to paranormal investigation. I think we're supposed to do something soon. Sometime in 2023, me and New Reality are hooking up and we're going to investigate some stuff. In 2023, me and Cassie and Karen are all hooking up together to investigate some stuff. Me and Paul are going to do some more investigating together. It's going to be a good year for paranormal investigation on all of these channels. So I encourage you all to subscribe, hit the notification bell, get ready for some good times because we are going to have some good times.
I can't wait.
Joe is in the chat. Joe's in the chat and he was talking about, I actually saw his little video the other day of it. What's it, Joe? A terrible unboxing or a horrible unboxing video. But he had, is it Phasm? I think that's how you'd say it, a Phasm camera. That's what it's called. And they're only $179. Well, that's American dollars. For me, it's a bit more than that. Tried almost tripling it. But it looked all right for what it was.
Unfortunately, when it comes to cameras, you're going to get what you pay for kind of thing is the unfortunate part. Like if you want good quality video and audio all mixed together, you get what you pay for. If you want to spend little money, you're going to get little quality. You're going to spend a lot of money, you're going to get a lot of quality. Good thing about like phones is it's in the pocket of your pants. You can film. The audio quality is great. The video quality is great. I can edit on the device itself. I can upload it from here. Like, it's very, very convenient.
Mm.
But this is an expensive camera, guys. You have to spend this is like a $1,500 camera. It's the newest iPhone. If you do Android, you're spending a bit of money. Cassie's camera, not cheap. It's not a cheap camera. GoPro's not cheap. If you're going to, I would say, if you're going to do paranormal investigation and your intent is to put it online for people to view, the camera is not the part you want to cheap out on. I think all of us agree, like, camera, good. This is where we want to spend a bunch of money to get the best quality we can, be it a phone, be it an actual camera, be it an action cam like a GoPro, whatever. But then when it comes to like paranormal investigative tools, those are also expensive, and you have to kind of pick and choose where you're going to want to put your money. Paranormal investigative tools, locations.
Yeah.
For me, for Cemetery Road, I'm going to put my money and really rely upon what I can capture on my camera, what I can capture myself physically, my dowsing rods, which were gifted to me, some cat balls, which are cheap, because I want to go to the places. I don't want to be like, well, I wish I could have gone to this really cool place, but I bought a $500 music box, and I bought like an SLS camera that cost me $1,200, and like I got all the tools, but I have no money to go anywhere. I would rather go places, honestly. But if you want to go places and investigate, but you have no interest in making a YouTube channel and doing all that kind of stuff, then you don't have to worry about buying a super nice camera. You can go and if you have a phone, just use that and then spend all your money towards going places. That's my suggestion. Because first and foremost, this is for you. We are investigating and experiencing these things so that we can affirm our beliefs in an afterlife. It's important to us to have that experience. Bonus, taking you guys along with us. That's the thing. So that's what's the most important, is for us to have the initial experience. Walter says a voice recorder doesn't cost much. Absolutely. Get you a nice voice recorder. You spend $30. That's a good enough voice recorder, guys.
Yeah, mine was $40.
K2s for $30. Good job.
Yeah, I wish though in Canada things all like the tech stuff is more money. It sucks.
I just use my phone.
It's pretty dang expensive. Yeah, and it works. It's good. Melissa, wreaking havoc. I got your payment for the calendar, and thanks for a little bit extra for a cup of coffee, because I need it.
Awesome. Oh, Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
What else? Entity 7, Joe, says, also use my iPhone 13 Pro Max for the majority of packs. I'm kicking myself in the ass for it. Yeah, the iPhone 13 is great. I have the most recent iPhone, the 14 Max Pro, big, giant mamma jamma. And the reason I have that phone, that specific phone, is because I use my phone for everything. But if you don't have that, it's perfectly fine. iPhones, Androids, cell phones, doesn't even matter how much you pay for them. They're going to take great audio and video for you. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Walter says, I like doing paranormal, but not for my YouTube channel. Perfect. Get out there and use your money to go to locations. Is Aaron in the house? Did I miss Aaron? Aaron! Thanks for hanging out with us, Aaron. I hope you are feeling better. I know you've been sick.
And then Wolf
What
Hans
else,
was
guys? What else would
Oh.
you like to know?
Well, Wolf Hans said, "How's everyone's November been so far?" So how has your November been going, guys?
November. What is this? November 17th.
Already,
Fine. It's been fine.
fine.
I had to make an emergency trip to Reno. That's why I'm here, which is not great. It's kind of a pain in the butt to fly during this time of the month, and it's looking like I'm going to miss Thanksgiving with my family. But
Oof.
other than that, pretty good. I'm going to do round 2 on Graveyard Dirt, guys. Say when.
I'm only halfway.
I think Ron's asleep at the back there.
No, he's on his phone looking at the chat.
Oh.
Yeah, he's hanging out.
Oh, so he's chatting with the chat.
He's down with the
That's
chat.
right.
Yeah, so my November's been pretty good. I had an investigation on Tuesday night. So we investigated 9 o'clock at night to 5 in the morning. So then I had to drive like an hour to drop off Reese, and then I had to drive a half an hour home. And I literally the whole time I'm like, I was gonna fall asleep. I was so tired. So, but that location definitely paranormal hangover. But that episode won't be released until probably the end of December, just because Mackie Mansion is like gonna be probably 3 parts. So
Yep. Woo. Round 2 is a little rougher, guys.
how was yours, Karen? Or November so far?
So far okay. So far okay. November's okay. Yeah, it's all right. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Daniela, will you send the calendar to Australia? Listen, yes, I will, by way of Karen.
Me. Yeah, via me.
I will spend the money to send one package to Karen, and then me and Karen will work out how to get it to everybody else in Australia. Because I don't want you guys to have to wait a year to get a calendar that's for next year. So if you order a calendar from Australia or New Zealand, I will do my dangest to get it to you by January, if not sometime in January. Then at least you get most of the year good to go. But I've got to send Karen her copy soon. So if you live in Australia, make sure you send me an email, thecemeteryroad@gmail.com, $20 PayPal payment, and this is yours. But I want to make sure Karen gets hers before January. So you got to do that soon.
Yeah. And once I
Rican,
get
yes, I did. You are on the list of people who have requested and paid for, which, again, I am in Reno right now. I will send calendars out the second I get back to Oklahoma, because that's where the calendars are. I have this one. This is the one I brought with me because I literally got these calendars delivered to me about an hour before I flew to Reno. So I brought one for this live stream so I could show people, look, it exists. It's real. And then I will send them off once, like literally the day I get back from Reno, I will send everybody their calendars. Aaron, to get a calendar, send me an email that says, I want a calendar. I will put you on the list to get it, because I only have 40 of them. And then all you have to do is send me $20 on PayPal, and it's yours. And I will send it out the second I get back to Oklahoma. I hope next time I hope to have a better system on how to sell calendars, but right now this is the best way. Music Maker, got it. Just send me an email and I will get it for you. Laws from Oz. I got you. $20 PayPal, and it's all yours. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I hate asking for money or selling things or anything. I hate it. I cannot stand it. I hate it. So this is rough for me. My social anxiety is high right now. Telling people like, hey, send me money. I hate it. I cannot stand it. But I really want you guys to have this calendar. And I need to pay for the printing that I just did. Aaron, I got your PayPal. You're on the list. I will send it your way. Perfecto. But I really hope you guys like this calendar. There's a few photos in here that I flippin' love so much. Here's my goal for 2023, because I feel like we all should have goals for the next year, right? I know there's like a New Year's resolution, but I suck at New Year's resolutions. What I do like to do is goals. Like, here's the thing, and this calendar has been a goal for a while. When I started this channel and people were like, we love your photography, I want to make this calendar. I'm so glad to have it. My goal for next year is to have some really super awesome prints, large format prints of some of these photos. And I really want to go into a coffee shop and have my prints on their wall with a little thing that says, for sale, this much money. I really want to do that. That's me. That's my goal for this year. I really want to have some cemetery photography ready for sale in a coffee shop. It's weird, but I like it.
No, that's not weird at all. There's a lot of places around here that do that. You should do it.
Yeah. I have a local coffee shop that does local art, and one time they had somebody who had a picture that had a tombstone in it, and I'm like, I really want to walk into this coffee shop one day and have a wall of tombstone photos that I took. Pam, I saw your $5 super chat. You're awesome. Thank you for the support. Guys, any support you throw my way, I'm not going to speak to Cassie, but any support you send to Cemetery Road, that's going to just fund, at this moment, investigations for 2023. I don't have a lot of money. I cannot afford a lot of the places I want to go. You guys are really enjoying the cemetery videos, but you're also enjoying the investigation videos. Investigation videos are expensive. Cemetery videos, super cheap, because they don't charge me to walk into a cemetery, but they charge me to investigate locations. So if you want more investigation videos, I'm going to do my best, but it kind of all comes down to the amount of money I can save through not only your donations, guys, but like YouTube. I will not express this much, but like if you want to become a member or just subscribe or spread the word, like the more people who watch my videos, the less you all have to do. That's it. And it's a huge help. But we've got some great plans. It's going to be happening. And anything you guys throw my way, I absolutely promise you is going towards locations. That's it. I've got a lot of D2, guys. You want me to clean stones next year? We're good. We are good. You guys supplied enough donations that I have enough D2 to, we're good for next year on D2. Everything's going to locations. Every dime. You guys are awesome. I said it during Cassie's live stream. I have 3,000 subscribers now. All thanks to you. You guys are awesome. I don't need a bajillion subscribers. What I love is the quality of people that have come to our channels and have supported us and hang out with us on these live streams. Good Lord, that is important to me, because I will honestly say this, like, I started paranormal investigations, and because of that, I met Cassie, who's a quality person. And because of Cassie, I met Ron. He's a jerk. But anyway, here he comes.
I'm not a jerk. I'm in my house coat.
I met Ron. And because of that, I met Karen. And because of that, I met Aaron and Tarnia and Betty and Allie. And like all these people, I'm like, I don't know half of you. I don't know most of you. But what I do know is that you're good people. You're good people who we all share a common love, and like it's the quality of people that I'm most interested in. And it makes these live streams so much better because we have so much fun. I do want to say, Tarnia, thank you for the super sticker. You're amazing. Julie, she says, having a problem with PayPal at the moment, so I hope this works. Julie, you're on the list. I will take that, Julie, $calendar. Send me an email, though, Julie, thecemeteryroad@gmail.com. so that I could make sure I get your address and stuff. And that'll probably be like my day tomorrow is like emailing you guys and making sure I have correct email addresses or addresses, like physical addresses, so I can send this stuff out. So Julie, you're on the list as paid through your super chat. Send me your address. Also, Laws, got you. You got a little thingy, $. Daniela, got you. I'm making a list, guys. I do not want to forget somebody. And if I do, if for some reason I do miss somebody, do not feel bad about bothering the hell out of me and sending me a bunch of emails, because I do not want you guys being like, I gave this guy $20 and he never sent me a calendar. I need to get you your calendar. And Pam, music maker. There you go. I will get you as well.
You need a secretary, Jason.
I do, man. I do. But I'm so glad, even if these were the only calendars I sold, I am so excited. You guys don't even understand. Aaron says, hi to all. I'm on my phone, so I can't tag. I understand. And she's been sick, guys.
Hi,
so
Tanya.
let's send some love towards Aaron. Because she's been sick for a few days, like a couple weeks. So just get better, girl. Get better.
Yeah. Hi, Tanya.
Miss Ollie J says, I like this part more than investigations. To be honest, they were getting really predictable. I don't exactly know what you mean by that, but honestly, like most investigations are kind of predictable. Like, they all kind of happen the same way. Like, we investigate the same every location. It's just the way it is. Julie, you're good to go. But thanks for supporting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. All that kind of stuff. Yes, there are 34 people here. 33 or so. All 33 of you are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Thursday night.
But
Cassie looks like she dressed up. I got a haircut, but Cassie looks like she's ready for a party. And she's sitting next to Ron, who's just like, I just woke up.
I'm about to go to bed.
And Karen's like, I am ditching work for you all.
I'm just in my uniform, so there you go.
I just felt like dressed up.
You look beautiful, lady. I appreciate you. I appreciate both of you. Like, you guys, I was so nervous to investigate with y'all because I'm just used to it being a little chaotic, and to be honest, investigations had become like not fun anymore. But I had started having fun with investigating with my son and doing all that. And so going into a location with brand new people, not really knowing how they would investigate, was a little nerve-wracking. But we had so much fun that, like, we went into the next evening, or 2 evenings later, going to Mackey Mansion. I'm like, let's do this. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
To the point, like, before we even left Nevada, we were just like already had plans for new investigations. So the fun of it all returned. And I love that.
That's awesome. And
sorry. Go ahead, Cassie.
I do have to say, though, I've learned a lot too working with you, Jason, because my investigation in November, we did like a walkthrough like we did at Mackey and did at Washoe. So I kind of altered a little bit. And I feel like it's funny because when I was editing these episodes, like Washoe and Mackey, or not Mackey yet, because I didn't edit it, but Washoe so far, I had to hardly cut out anything. Or my other episodes, I had to I felt like I was cutting out more, but we were just such in a flow that I almost didn't need to cut out anything. You know what I mean? Where I feel like I was a little more jumbled before, where I was like all over the place. So I've learned a heck of a lot just from investigating with you.
Well, that's awesome.
And I did some of your Jason move things with my camera for B-roll.
I love it.
The Jason move.
Yeah, Jason.
I made the Jason method. I made sure I got that on video.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Tarnia asks, Jason, do you have any more investigations in the works? Well, we have the Mackey Mansion stuff that's going to start coming out. And then there's 2 investigations with Paul that you guys have not seen yet. We have 2 investigations with Paul, the at least three part investigation at Mackey Mansion. And then there's 2 locations me and Paul will be going to in the near future in terms of like December, January-ish, February at the very latest. And then Karen and Cassie and at the very I hope Ron gets to go, like, because like kids and childcare, all that kind of stuff. We have a really cool trip coming up. It's a cool trip. We got some cool stuff coming up. So there are lots of cool investigations coming up, guys. Half of which I don't have the money for, so that's why I'm selling calendars. But we have plans, guys. We had so much fun doing these investigations. We're just like, let's do it. And Karen's coming from Australia. Come on.
Yeah.
So if she's gonna come to Australia or from Australia, you know it's good. You know it's exciting.
I mean, aren't we just excited alone?
Yes,
no, we're not. We have to have Karen there.
No, I meant like we alone. We don't have to investigate. She's like, we're exciting.
Yeah.
Isn't live streams enough?
Yeah, just do a road trip and stop at all the different bars and try all the different sarsaparillas and vodkas and gins.
Aaron says I'm going back to Virginia City at the end of November.
For everybody so they can see what we got up to.
So Aaron says she's going back to Virginia City at the end of November. November of this year?
Ooh.
I'm kind of sad I missed that. Like, I wish I would have. Actually, I'm still here. Let me know when you're coming. I may still be here in November at the end of this month. We'll have to hang out because we didn't really get to hang out during PEX. Miss Ollie J says, yeah, I've been watching investigations since I first found them. And since GH, Ghost Hunters, first came out, they get predictable. That's fine. Again, like I don't know how to fix that. Just watch what you find interesting and don't watch what you don't find interesting. That's fine.
Yeah. And it depends why they're watching it. Like why are there reasons? Why are you watching it? So I know why I watch it. I know why I like to take part now. Never had before, but we all have our different reasons. So for me, it doesn't become repetitive. It's more like, is someone going to find something? Like, it doesn't matter. And then also after taking part in doing it, like for the first time ever with you guys, it was like, oh, this is fun. Like this, it was fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and it's just a way of sharing the fun you're having with some other people that might not be able to get there to do that kind of thing, and just letting them know, well, we might not have found anything, but this is the kind of fun we had while we were doing it. Mm-hmm. You know what I should have done when we were at the Mackey Mansion, Jason? For everybody I haven't told, Jason fell asleep on the floor.
I slept so hard on the floor. While Cassie and Ron were out doing their solo walkthrough at the very beginning, and then Levy and Kathy were doing their I laid down on the floor and I just honked out. I was so tired.
It was funny. I should have filmed it, but that shows you how boring it can be too. But we were overtired as well. Like
it was a long weekend. It was such a long weekend.
Yeah, no one had much sleep. So running on adrenaline, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how we did the investigations, if you're at all interested. Like, we were trying to give each team their time, as well as like work together, which was awesome. That was the whole poker table scenario in Washoe Club. So we did it first, and then we all did a walkthrough together and investigated together, and then we all got a chance to do a solo investigation after that. Washoe Club was no different. Like, we all started out with like a quick walkthrough together. Each team, me and Karen, and then Cassie and Ron, and then Kathy and Levy. And then we all went together. And that was great times. And then we took the time to then do solo runs. And it worked really, really well. But when the other teams were doing their solo runs and stuff, there's nothing to do. And you have to keep quiet because you don't want to disturb their investigation. So I just laid down and I fell asleep because like we were on day 3 of PEX. And I was just like, I'm done. Just wake me up when it's time to go. And Karen's just sitting there in a chair just watching me as I just pass out on the floor.
And I do have a picture from that.
Oh yeah, there's a picture out there.
Yeah, and Levy sleeping out on a chair. I took.
And me sleeping on the floor.
Oh, and you sleeping on the floor too.
Yep.
Oh, actually, no, I remember upstairs in Mr. Mackey's room when we were all sitting there, and Kathy, Levy, I can't remember who was on the other side of Levy, on that couch in Mr. Mackey's room, and Levy's holding the camera, and he's going, falling asleep, and Kathy's reaching over and touching his hand to put the camera back up.
Wake up. Wake up.
Yeah. Oh, we did have some fun.
Oh, it was great.
Wolf Haunts Paranormal says, Karen, I would love to visit Australia someday and do investigations. Is there any really haunted places in Australia?
Tons. Actually, I want to go to Sydney. I've been looking for them now, see, but I want to go to Sydney. I've had a look around the Queensland area. There's tons, but nothing with a big name. But in Sydney, someone will have to Google this. I'm trying. Bless you, Ron. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's like it's in Sydney. It's near the docks. It was an old prison thing. It's got a funny name, the Q something. Ghost Hunters International actually investigated it once, and I thought, oh, what's that? But it's an old haunted, it's a haunted place. I can't remember what it's called. Someone can Google it. Haunted place, Sydney, and it's got, I think it's Q. Geez, I'm very, yeah. But anyway, there's tons of haunted places, and down in Victoria especially. I mean, in Sydney and Victoria, Melbourne. I've been to the old Melbourne jail. That was really good. They say it's haunted, but it's just an old building to me. It's just a really, really old prison, the Melbourne jail. It's pretty cool. Ned Kelly got hung there. You'll have to Google Ned Kelly if you're not Australian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, plenty of places, and some of them charge a lot. I actually looked into going one. There's a mansion not far from me, about a 30-minute drive, and I thought, ooh, and it said private investigations, inquire. I thought, I'll have a look. They didn't say how much per person, but they said even if it's just one person, you've got to pay for 20. And I thought, how could you do a paranormal investigation with 20 people? No way. 4 is enough. 6 is stretching it. But yeah, like we actually did pretty well with Levy and Kathy as well, like the 6 of us. Like I think, despite the fact that some people said, oh, too much talking or whatever, I don't think we did. We really, yes, we had to communicate to where we were walking and stuff, but we were all pretty good. We all tried to, I mean, Jason was on me a couple of times saying, shh. That's right. And I'd go, and jam up, but that's all good. But yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, I couldn't. I just thought that was really rude. Pay for 20 people, even if it's just one. Bit rough. And then the mind.
I kind of get it, but I think there should be a little bit of leeway.
Yeah, not 20 people. Like I'd be happy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, like if they said, oh, it's $500 a night, regardless of how many people go, then that's okay. But if they're charging,
and for those of you like wondering, like $500 for a location is pretty normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you shouldn't get shocked by the sticker shock of like a $500 location.
Yeah,
we spent almost $700 at the Prince of Wales.
Well, that was just a room.
No,
Well,
it's
yeah,
just for a
Well, you got a
room.
room, didn't you? You
Yeah.
stayed there.
we stayed overnight. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that active.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the most
Walter
expensive.
says, I hope
so
you go to
far-
Waverly Hills in the spring.
Oh, who said that?
Walter. That would be cool, Walter.
That would be really good fun.
Did I miss that?
Oh,
Who
look,
knows?
if you guys ever come to Australia, and I know you're coming, firstly, I'll clear my room. There'll be tons of room to stay. No hotels at this
That's
joint.
right.
And
Me and
yeah.
Ron will take the spare room. Cassie can sleep on the couch. It's fine.
and then and then I'd line up we'd have to do a little bit of road trip down to Sydney and go to that place. I've gone completely blank on what it's called.
You
I'm
had
going to Google it myself.
my attention at road trip in Australia.
Yeah, and I haven't got a what do you call your car again, Jason? The big bus.
Falcor.
Falcor, that's it.
Cassie has sat on the toilet in Falcor, in case anybody's wondering. We have photo evidence.
I haven't got a Falcor, but I've got a family people mover that seats 9, but I've taken out the back seat, so now it only seats.
Well, we have a bus and a van too. We can seat 12.
They do.
Oh well, that's exactly why I've got one. But yeah, so whatever, we'll have fun. And hotels and stuff here are pretty cheap anyway. And there's plenty of people.
Paranormal tour bus.
Yeah.
Put a sign on the
Just
side.
put like stickers on it, like label it.
I have to back up. Like I said, me and Paul had 2 locations we were gonna try and check out in the next few months, the next 3 months or so. Three locations.
Awesome.
So the paranormal investigations will continue as long as I can sell some of these. So if you want the Year of the Tapophile calendar, don't forget, just send me an email saying you want one. I'll put your name down for one, and then $20 to the PayPal will cover your calendar and shipping and all that kind of stuff. thecemeteryroad@gmail.com. We're doing good, guys. We're doing investigations. We're doing cemetery videos. Cassie's, what is your subscriber count right now? 790?
It was. Let me see if it's
something.
changed. Let's see. 790 as when I last looked. 791. So
it's a lot.
I'm like shocked, guys, that I'm even there. So
I am currently at, holy smokes, we jumped to 3,004.
Woohoo! That's a better buffer.
Yeah, a little bit better. If I can get like 320, I will feel good that when I wake up in the morning, it won't be under 2,000 or under 2,000. Yeah, Tarnia, if I go to Australia, I will go to New Zealand. Don't worry. I'll come visit. Yeah, we're just little guys, little channels trying to do some stuff. 3,000 is way more than I ever thought I would get on this channel. 790 something is awesome for Cassie. What do you got for Doof Doof Paranormal, Karen?
Oh, I don't know. I'll tell you.
Look right now.
Can you see?
Yeah, I could look up your channel.
Oh, there you go.
Doof.
I found that place I was talking about. I knew it had a Q in its name. Q Station. That's what it's called. It's a quarantine station. So that, and now I remember. So
you got 40 subscribers, Karen.
How many? How many?
40.
Oh wow! Thank you, everybody.
With
hello, that
5 videos. 5 videos, 40 subscribers. That is awesome.
That's awesome.
It's my excellent bobblehead animation.
I love that. I showed the guys at work. They laughed.
Yeah.
I got a kick out of it.
Yeah, my kids loved it
my
too.
kids were laughing their butts off.
Yeah.
Well, I've got another one coming. I've just got to think of something to make an episode about. I could go just to a petting zoo and show you what it's like to cuddle a kangaroo.
You can just do some vlogging type content. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the next trip I do, either with Paul or with you guys, like I'm definitely going to lean into the um, behind the scenes vlogging type scenario that I really like doing. We're going to have some fun times with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good. And because I think because a lot of people can't come along, like they tune in and watch you guys and talk to you on the chat, like I do and like I did, and we're not there, so we're seeing it through your eyes and see that you seem to be having a good time and enjoying what you're doing, and that in turn gives us a bit of pleasure and it makes us happy. And so and it's you in particular, you're both of you and you, Ron, your personalities, you're just nice people. So it's nice to watch nice people instead of people that are at the other end of the, like, unfortunately, Zach Bagans. Poor Zach. He's good to look at.
I really try hard to
He's bloody
include
rich,
people.
though. I shouldn't say poor Zach.
Yeah, and like he's doing his thing. That's fine.
He's doing his thing.
For what I'm
everything's
doing,
a
and for
demon.
what like Cassie is doing and Karen is doing, like part of why we do the videos, the YouTube stuff, is to connect with other people, connect with you, the viewers, because we want to take you on this adventure we're doing.
Yeah.
And so these live streams are part of that. Doing like a behind the scenes vlog type scenario thing is part of that. Like we want to do our best to bring you guys that thing. And we're trying to do our best to bring you guys along. And I think part of it is the investigation videos, but also those like the live streams and behind the scenes stuff is it adds to that. Like, especially since we're all here together. It's not just the investigations, but it's like us. We want you guys to enjoy hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I can see
Brian W says, I won't ever be able to see these places, so this is my way to experience these places and things. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you that as close to that experience as we possibly can by just putting out YouTube videos.
Yeah, I think it's cool too because you're in the US, Jason. We're in Canada, and then Karen's in Australia. So like it's kind of neat that way, right? So.
Do you know what's annoying to me though? I'll see
Karen?
something.
Yeah,
what?
It's Ron. Ron is the annoying thing. Yes, we all agree.
No.
And the only reason we give Ron crap is because he dropped a camera at Mackey Mansion.
Oh, don't bring that up.
And so forever he will
you just commented on my camera skills, and then you have to bring that into the
dude. You did great with the camera skills on this investigation, and then you just dropped the ball or the camera at Mackey Mansion. The only reason we're not like remember that time is because she recovered the footage. Now it's like, remember that time? Remember that time you dropped the camera? Otherwise, it would be like, you remember that time you almost screwed over your wife by dropping the camera at the most haunted place she's ever been? You remember that time, Ron?
Oh my gosh, that was pure like horror.
I was asleep on the floor of the Mackey Mansion, and I heard.
Yes.
What did you do? I dropped it. Oh my god! You were floors above me, and that's what woke up. And I looked at Karen, and I'm like, "What happened?" And she was like,
and I ran down the stairs because I'm not very techy, so I thought I'd do more damage if I looked at something. So like, knowing Jason knows his stuff, I'm like, here's my camera.
She handed me the camera. She's like, "Is it still there?" And I was like,
"No."
And I looked at her, and she already knew because I was like, and I was like, "It's not. I'm sorry." And she just looked at Ron, and she's like, "I want a divorce. I hate you." And then she got the footage back, and now they're fine. It's great.
Yeah. The program I have.
Now he's on warning. He's on warning right now.
We're still in love.
Yeah. No, he was walking around. He wasn't falling asleep. That is not why he dropped it.
No,
it fell off the tripod. It was
Been there, done that, but it allows us to make fun of Ron every once in a while. So we're just gonna hold on to it.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Do you want me to make me another one?
Another one.
Oh,
I had one.
My.
Might as well.
I'm almost done mine. So
I'm almost done with number 2, Ron.
Oh
I
gosh,
just finished number 2 right here.
I'm only halfway through number 1. But I did put a lot of vodka
Listen,
in it.
I had, to be honest, I had to. And then I poured this in there, which is a peanut butter whiskey.
Ooh.
Because we're celebrating, guys. We're celebrating not only the release of Cassie and I's 3rd episode of the Washoe Club, which, man, that was a great investigation. Great episodes. I really enjoyed Cassie's episode that she released tonight. So if you're not following Weeping Willow Paranormal, do it, because it's super important. But then Cemetery Road finally passed 3,000 subscribers, which is awesome. So now the next benchmark is to get Cassie to the 1,000 subscriber mark.
That'd be awesome.
Weeping Willow Paranormal, go subscribe, do it now. But also the long-awaited release of the Cemetery Road Year of the Taphophile 2023 calendar. If you want one, email the Cemetery Road at gmail.com. Say, I want that calendar. And then drop $20 on PayPal. Done. Dunzo. I'm keeping track. I'll send those out shortly. And like, also, hey, guess what, guys? If you liked all these episodes, we're doing even more in 2023. But also, we have Mackie Mansion episodes that are coming out to fill out the rest of this year. So more Jason, more Cassie, more Karen, more Levy, more Ron, more Kathy. Like, we got some awesome stuff coming up. And then I'll finally get to releasing me and Paul's episodes that we shot months ago.
Yeah.
And then me and Paul are going to go investigate like 3 more locations. Me, Cassie, and Karen and Ron are going to go investigate some awesome locations at the beginning of 2023. And it's all because of the support you guys show our channels by watching our videos, hanging out with us in the chats, subscribing, sharing. All of that stuff makes all of this possible, which I absolutely love, the ability to give you guys the power to support the art that you love. And if we're going to be that art, whew, you guys are awesome. I love it. Anyway, I feel like I'm doing all the talking. You guys are like you're asleep.
No,
It's your channel.
it's your channel.
It doesn't matter. We're a team. We're a team, Cassie. And Karen's
Cassie.
the official 3rd member of Cemetery Road.
Yeah.
Boom.
Cassie, tell everyone about the little dollies that you brought for your investigation you did last night.
Oh yeah, Jason, I didn't even tell you this. I don't think I told you.
Oh,
Jason's
Karen did.
photo. Yeah.
Karen sent me the photos.
Me and Reese, we had like 4 hours to kill before we got our investigation because we did some drone footage, guys. Thanks to Jason.
Give us a little tease. How did the drone flying go?
Really good. So I practiced. Okay, I'm a procrastinator, so I literally practiced the morning of. And I already told Jason this, but I had the things flipped upside down. So I directed the way I thought, and it literally came at me. And I'm like, it was fine. Then
And that's why she has that scar across her face.
So I figured it out. We're good. So it's actually really easy to operate. It was setting it up, but I had already watched like videos how to do it like the day before. So I was pretty much prepared. So I flew the drone. I think I took some pretty cool drone footage. Of that. So then we did it before because we were supposed to get snow and rain. So we got there early because I wanted to do it kind of at sunset, but the weather was crappy. So we had to do it a little bit before. So 4 hours to kill. So we went to Walmart. And then Reese and I were like, we walked by this wall of dolls that were motion sensor, but we didn't know the time. And they all started like bouncing and making weird noises. And we're like, what the heck? That's weird. So we didn't think anything of it. And then we started thinking about like maybe getting like a doll that if you touch that will like go off. So we found a dog. And and then it turns out that's a bust because it times out at a certain amount. So now I just have to give that dog to my niece, so that's fine. But then the doll, so we went back, and then I'm like, is it motion censored? So we're trying to figure it out. We're like putting our hands in front of all the dolls, and it was like people probably think we're crazy. And then I Googled it. I'm like, wait, they are motion censored. So we're like, this is perfect because we're going into a mansion that would have been a family home. So we thought it'd be kind of a cool thing. We didn't have money for like Boo Buddy and all those expensive equipment. So this was like $25, I think, or something like that. So we bought it. And what's kind of interesting about it is that we brought brand new batteries, like good quality batteries, not like brand, like no name brand or whatever you want to call it. And I don't want to give it too much away, but the doll died in an hour and a half, and I don't understand why. So, but I had to look at the static camera footage. So, but yeah, so that was kind of cool. I know it was kind of silly, but we thought, why not for a cheap doll that's motion censored of all things? So I thought it'd be cool.
Yeah, no, that works. That totally works. I'm excited that you guys had a good time. I know it's a little rough doing like an investigation and then having like drive home afterwards.
Oh my gosh. And
super tired.
Yeah, it was like crazy. And also we found out we were the very first team to be in there to do an overnight investigation. So that was like and they've only been investigating at that location in the past 6 months because the board of trustees, I guess before were like against it. And I guess, I don't know if there's like new people that came in. And also the lady who let us go there, she's young too. So I think she kind of like got them more open to it. So that's why she did the ghost walk tour at Halloween or near Halloween, and then she let investigators come in there. So
I was a little bummed I didn't get to go.
I know, it was the child care issue.
It kind of sucks.
Child care issue.
It's true, but next time, hopefully, on the big trip, you will be able to join us.
It's going to happen. Has to.
There's no way we can go without Ron.
No,
absolutely not.
I will understand if we can't, because I get it. I totally get the childcare thing. Like, I get it. But it will be 70% less fun without Ron. Absolutely.
No, he's coming.
We'll figure it out. We got time.
You got to have the bacon for the burger.
Yeah. Nobody wants to eat a hamburger without bacon.
That's sacrilege.
Yeah.
I just saw someone that Hauntings with Hodge. Hauntings with Hodge. He's cool. He actually just got to 1,000 subscribers, I believe.
Oh dang! Congrats, sir.
Yeah.
Laws from Oz says you won't see me on the channel that shall not be named. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's all right.
I'm like trying to keep up with the chat. I'm just jumping into like conversations in midstream, I guess. Mike says, pretty cool representing 3 countries in the name of the supernatural, the paranormal.
I didn't think of
that.
It
is cool. Like, I didn't even think about that originally before Cassie said it, but like, yeah, US, Canada, and then Australia. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, I super enjoy having friends all over the world.
It kind of sucks.
And unfortunately for Karen, she has to travel the most.
Yeah.
Me and Cassie, we have figured out 17 hours away.
Yeah. But it still sucks that you guys are not closer. Like, I just wish it was just like a couple hour drive, even like a 6-hour drive, it'd be fine. But like, you guys are far.
But it is kind of, it's okay, Cassie, because I love the road trip. So while it's hard for you because you two have so many kids, and it's just like, it's difficult. Like, I have a little bit more freedom in my life where I can be like, 17 hours, no problem. I'll be at your house tomorrow because I'll leave at like 5 a.m. one day and I will show up for dinner the next.
Yeah.
I haven't pitched this idea to Cassie, but I had a thought. I'm like, we could like do hauntings with the family or something and like take the kids on a road trip. But I don't know. She's not a big fan of like YouTube families. Like how
I am in agreement with Cassie. I totally understand. I get the appeal, and I get the idea of like family vloggers and all that kind of stuff. I get it. I understand it to a degree, but I also like for me, I've come to understand, like, you don't want to. I don't want to present my children online without their permission at this point. Like, that's why my Facebook is completely private. Like, that's for grandparents and stuff to see pictures of their grandkids. And that's why Paul is on Cemetery Road, the investigations, because he's 18. He's above 18. Like, do you want to be online presented in this fashion? He can make that decision. My other kids, I will not purposefully put them on videos because it gets messy that way. But y'all come down, we'll leave all our kids to hang out, and then we'll go investigate some cool stuff.
Actually, that would be great. I mean, you have most of your kids are babysitting age-ish, and mine, two of them are.
2 out of 3. Yeah, 4 out of 3. Or
and I have
3
2
out of 4. Sorry, math, hard.
I have
He
2
knows
out
how
of
many
5
children he's got.
daughters, so that actually kind of be cool. But my only problem is like my work. I had to like. That's another factor. Unless I just start doing massage when I get my license, and I just like travel massage people.
Listen, my shoulder's been bugging me, Cassie. Like right here. Come down. Get you some calendar money. Calendars, guys. They're finally here. I absolutely hate having to shill these things. I am sorry, guys. I am sorry. But Tarny is doing a great job. $20 gets you a calendar. Email me, PayPal me. We'll get you a calendar before January. One more reveal. What's this? One of my favorite photos. Let's do
I actually stole that picture from you and use it as my backdrop on my computer. It's that nice.
I love it. It is such a good photo. I'm going to send you a better quality version of that.
Okay. Then that'd be great. I'll be right back. Yes. But I'm going to mute myself.
Do it. I know exactly where you're going. Because I've been to Cassie's house. Cassie and Ron hosted me. I was on a road trip. I went to their house. I've been in that room. We hung out. Cassie took me to a couple awesome cemeteries. Cassie and Ron, honestly, because me and Cassie and Ron, we went to dinner and we located a cemetery, and all three of us were like, "Whoa, this is cool," and both of them were like, "This is way cooler than I thought it was going to be." That episode of Cemetery Road, the cemetery episodes, is going to be coming up soonish because I have so many cemetery videos to present to you guys. But it was awesome to be able to go visit Cassie and Ron in their hometown, go have dinner, but like check out some cemeteries. It was great. And the next time I go visit these guys, it's with Karen. I'm going to go to Karen's house. Let's do it.
I don't have a jacuzzi though.
That's okay. That's okay. We're just going to hang out.
Summer, we have a pool and a hot tub.
I'm more a hot tub guy, especially after like I was on the road and doing cemeteries for like 4-5 days before I got to Cassie and Ron's house. I was like, "You have a hot tub? My legs hurt. Let's do that."
No, I actually this past summer that just passed, I never swam in our pool the whole time. I'm not a pool person either. I'm not even a hot tub person.
I like hot tubs. Pools, cool. Hot tubs, better. Saunas, that's my jam. I love sitting in the sauna.
I can't get hot like that. I
love it.
I don't know.
Nothing better.
It's getting hot.
I want a hot tub time machine.
There you go. You had me at that hot tub and time machine.
Have you seen that movie with I'm going so blank.
Long time ago.
Huh? Yeah,
I've seen the first one. I've never watched.
Yeah, the first one. I haven't. No, not the second one. I was going to watch it, but it didn't have Cusack.
Didn't have anybody in it, right?
Nah, I just thought
it was
I'm not
like
watching
a completely different cast.
Yeah, but that was fun.
Mike says good night, everybody. He has to go to sleep. See you later, Mike. Tune in at the 125 mark when you return to this at Team Rewatch and catch up. Sir, thank you for your support. Thank all of you for your support for not only watching my videos when I premiere them, because y'all are awesome. It's weird to premiere a video and it's like 40 people watching. I'm like, this is crazy. But coming over to Cassie's channel, watching her premieres, that's awesome. Coming to our live streams, that's awesome. Becoming members of Cemetery Road, sharing the channel, buying the calendars, buying shirts and stuff. Cassie, there you go. I was like, you're supposed to be wearing something.
I know.
A hoodie.
Yes, I'm actually warm, so that's why I haven't worn
Where's
it.
my hoodie?
I'll have to get.
She's
some
like,
more.
I gotta bring the sexy to this thing.
She's got so many hoodies.
No, I don't.
Yes,
Hoodies
you
are the
do.
best. Look at this hoodie. Hoodies are the best.
I have to replace a few hoodies for obvious
Right.
reasons, so I have to stock up on.
And that's one of the best ones. I don't even have that hoodie.
Guys,
I have a t-shirt.
I just have to mute myself for a minute because it's a work call. I've got to take it.
Do it.
So I won't go away. I'm right here, but I'll mute.
Can't hear it. I can't hear you. Answer your phone. We're just gonna remove her for a hot
Oh, there,
second
that works
so
too.
she can take her phone call. Yeah, your guys' support is awesome. And if you're thinking like I'm not supporting these guys enough because I don't have I can't buy a calendar, I can't buy a shirt, I can't whatever. Just you guys tuning into these live streams is huge. You guys watching our videos and commenting on our videos, huge. Do not think that we don't appreciate all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Laws
from Oz.
28 days.
Interesting
Haunted.
question.
Yeah.
Says, have you watched 28 Days Haunted on Netflix? I haven't heard of that.
We were going
28
to
Days
start.
Haunted?
We were going to start.
Yeah, we almost started, but then one of our kids needed homework help, and then we had to stop. But
I
then,
gotta watch it.
but you have to watch it. But you'll know the one guy in it. He was at PAX last year. Aaron, remember Aaron?
Yes.
Yes. So he was in that 28 Days Haunted.
I'll check it out. I don't watch a whole lot of stuff, guys. I know I'm like the movie guy, but I don't have a whole lot of time to watch things these days.
Joe says that he knows we're on that show.
Okay.
That's cool, Joe.
We will check it out.
Yeah.
I know we're going on like an hour and 28 minutes. Wolfon says, love you, Jason. You do amazing videos. I've been a little absent because I've been really busy. Have to renew membership when I get paid really tight. Listen, if you know, I would prefer you take care of you before you do support my channel financially. I'm good, man. I can live my life. Don't worry about me. We're good. I never want anybody to be I have to sacrifice to support your channel financially. No, or you can take care of yourself and just watch my stuff. Perfect. Don't even worry about it, guy. Don't even worry about it. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, Karen's waving her hands. I'm sorry, Karen. I'm here.
I'm off the work call now. It's all done. I've saved the world.
It's all good.
Yeah.
The support that comes from my ventures into YouTube, I don't have to worry about feeding my family if you guys don't support my channel. This is all everything you guys donate to my channel is for me able to do investigations and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm good. Don't worry about. Take care of yourself, guys.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
I'm just a YouTuber at this point. Take care of yourselves. You're good. Don't worry about it. Let's see. What else? Wolfhan says, I want to support you as much as I can. We'll definitely renew my membership soon. Yeah, just watch stuff and share it. If you can just share stuff, I would love to get 4,000 members. or even better, share Cassie's stuff so we can get Weeping Willow Paranormal to 1,000 subscribers.
Rocket.
That would be
Karen
freaking
from
awesome.
Australia, Doof Paranormal, needs 50
Oh.
subscribers. Let's hit these benchmarks together, guys.
Yeah,
This is what we're doing.
I still have a lot for my my watch hours are just over 2,000. So I still have like 1,900 or whatever it is. So
Have
Here's
you
my
seen what's in?
suggestion, and let me like publicly be a little critical of Weeping Willow Paranormal. Cassie, here's a editing tip that I learned a long time ago that I wish someone would have told me way earlier.
Okay.
Your intros are too long.
Okay.
30 seconds under 1 minute.
Okay.
And I understand the editing like heart of like, but I want to keep this thing in. Kill the babies when it comes to editing. Because the one thing I learned when I started editing things and presenting to people, we need to get to our content as fast as possible. And I think what your thing is you are timing your intro to the music that you like.
Potentially.
It's too long. It's too long. We need to get to your content because that's what people are there to see. They're there to see you do your thing. And if you have like a 2-minute intro, people tune out right away.
Okay.
It's too long. Get something like really quick and get into it. And then Karen's like super loud. She's going to fix that. I know it's rough, like cutting things because you're like, this is so good. I love it kind of thing. But we need to get to your content as fast as possible.
Okay. Well, Mackie will be different.
That's
then.
my pro tip that I can give you.
I know.
That's why like Cemetery Road intros have gone from like a minute and a half to like 30 seconds. Yeah. Like we need to get to the content because if you look at your analytics on your YouTube stuff, like too many people tune out if they don't get to your content within 30 to 45 seconds. They're like, oh, it's too long. I'm done.
Makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense.
He's looking at you like, it's rough filming this stuff. It is so hard. In my back. Brian W.
You broke up to that whole thing, Jason. You're all frozen and stuff.
Yeah, you blah 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 blah, and then you freeze it.
There you go. Just keep it short and sweet.
I will.
Short and sweet.
I understood that part. When you're talking about Ron part is what got all jumbled.
Joe
Nobody cares
says
about
that
Ron.
he's not going to have an intro on his. He's going to cut out intros altogether. Joey.
I like intros. I love intros. It's just like I've learned over a long period of filmmaking time that like if you don't get to what you're trying to present fast enough, people tune out so quickly. Especially when me and you are presenting something weekly and like nobody wants to sit through a minute of the same intro. That's why my Cemetery videos, they open with like a 25 to 30 second intro because I really want that intro, but I understand we need to get to our content as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I'm just changing my bobbleheads so that people have to watch to see my new bobbleheads.
I love it.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And then if they turn off and they think, oh, God, Karen's boring, but the bobbleheads were good, that's okay.
About the long intro, too, I did get, I don't know if it was, her name's Jill, but it says Brian W. Anyways, I think she might have made the comment where I had a shorter episode, but that's still that same length of intro. So, or someone made that comment at one point. So I definitely will take that to heart. And then I'll definitely shorten it. So Mackie Mansion and moving forward will be a lot different. That'll be a lot easier for like editing.
I say that with like I like your longer intros. I just know on YouTube it doesn't.
No, I know.
PAS36.fun says find love on the best dating site. Sweet.
Yeah, well,
Oh
guess
my gosh.
what? Well,
Somebody
he's
mute
going.
that person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
I was
did-
just trying
that's
to. It was like,
gone.
what's all these bots?
Wolf,
I don't
Wolf
know.
has
Oh,
a good question.
Yeah, what?
Wolf says, Jason or anyone else, that means Cassie and Karen. What's your opinion about the tour/introduction and history about the place, the location? How long should that be? I realize sometimes tours are so long and cutting them is hard.
Mm.
I'll start. For me, when I started doing investigations, my whole thing was I want to be able to show the people the location in the daylight with as much light as possible so they get an idea what the location looks like.
Mhm.
Give you guys any stories or history that I may have, but like kind of keep it condensed. I don't want to spend like an hour telling you that, but I want to give you that information as much as I can. But I also want to let the location speak for itself. So for me and my investigation videos on Cemetery Road, I've decided to first part of each location will be the introduction of location. Every part after that will be the investigation. That's how I've decided to do that. Cassie, how do you feel about all of that?
So basically, before Washoe Club, all my episodes I've never really had like a tour. I mean, I've done like walkthroughs, but usually it was like almost a very quick walkthrough, or even my B-roll, like my intro was the walkthrough. So I've not really had that experience, but doing what we did at Washoe and then at Mackie with like the initial walkthrough, I think that is great alone. If you like where people know that it's going to be intro. So it's like a walkthrough. People are not going to expect much evidence unless like EPs or something come through, right? So, but I was thinking about doing it for the last episode, or not last episode, but last investigation. We were thinking about doing like interviewing the person who did the tours, but like I didn't feel like it was necessarily right. But I remembered a lot of the information. So as I was investigating, I would bring up the history of the house, or I would mention, like whoever was there. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's kind of hard because like some people hate it and some people really like it. So I think it's kind of like a tough spot.
Yep. Karen, how do you feel about that?
Well, in the videos, when you don't know a place and someone you trust is investigating, if they can tell you a little, what was that? If they can tell you a little,
Showing off too much, I guess.
oh, okay.
Jason,
I was just typing. Close your robe.
we're on a wavelength, Jason. That's really weird.
This is a family show, Ron.
Yep.
Wake up and put some clothes on.
Oh. You should have done a live stream from the hot tub.
Actually, there's a blizzard right now. We have snowfalls, and I think I just saw lightning. So there's like lightning and thunder with snow.
With snow.
It's great. Welcome to Canada.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holy bunk. I wish I was there. I'd love to sit in the hot tub during a blizzard and a lightning storm.
Oh, yeah, they get electrocuted.
A hell of a way to go.
Yeah, then you turn into a bowl of soup.
One winter sitting in a hot tub.
All right, Karen, give us your thoughts on the history of investigations. I am listening. I will be right back.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he keeps his little ear things in, so we can't talk about him. I am interested in the history of the building. Not so much, the history. I'm interested in, what was that place? Who owns it? Who did own it? Why is it left like that? Like, who owns that? How can you get in there? That kind of thing. I like to know little bits. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I think the information, and we've spoken about this, just us, sometimes the information you're actually being given about a place before you investigate it isn't necessarily wholly true. Some of it's a little bit kind of fabricated, and therefore I wouldn't really share much of it on an episode, because it can taint how you look at something.
Yeah.
So if someone says to you, oh yes, this house, there was 2 little boys murdered in that room and a lady hung herself from the chandelier in the hallway, then any noise you hear, if you're going to be influenced by that story you've just been told or by what you're watching, that must be the lady that hung from the chandelier, and it might not have ever happened. So I think the history of who owns the building, where the building is, how old, how old is the building, who built it, who lived there, and that should be enough.
Yeah.
And if anyone wants to find out deeper about the thing, there's plenty of information on the web. Go and look for it. But then that way, you're not influencing the people watching to think that it is a particular thing that it may not be. And you can't, if someone's telling you a story about a place, just don't believe it because they're telling you. It might not be true. So just go with what you find and what you see. Yeah. And that is my opinion.
I mean, for example,
who was that?
Oh, sorry, that was my phone going off. I'll make sure it's clean.
So, for example, that investigation I just did on Tuesday, I went in blind. I only knew the history of the house because there was nothing about ghosts at all. Because at that time, I thought maybe like they just kept it kind of hush hush, but like they just didn't allow people to investigate. So I went in blind. So basically, all the information I got was from the person who runs the museum. So it was a little bit more factual, which was kind of interesting. And it's not like she's like, there was some experience people have had. Obviously, there's been some deaths in the house and stuff, but she didn't really elaborate too much on the activity. So it was kind of interesting in that way, going completely blind, not really knowing, other than the house was built in the late 1800s by a rich guy, So.
And I kind of prefer having the bare minimum as well. Like I like to know, like, this place is haunted because like there's a family that like a lot of bad things happen. People died in this house. Good to go. But I prefer to let the location speak for itself because I agree with Karen. Is like depending on how old the location is, the urban legend kind of overtakes the history of the location, and that will influence how you view or feel that place. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing.
Yeah. And also too, like, for example, the Hinsdale house. I don't know the true history because I've like heard so many different variations of the stories at Hinsdale. I don't even know what's true at this point because I've read like accounts that half the stuff that happened, they say happened to Hinsdale didn't. So I don't know.
It's the same with like my mind is totally blanked. The Sally House, where it feels like the history of the Sally House is more urban legend than history. So you just kind of have to like take everything with a grain of salt and let the location tell you whether or not there's activity there. It's hard, guys. And we know when we go to like locations that are like famous for a certain thing or a certain ghost or a certain story, we don't want to like let that influence our experience. And so for me, when it comes to Cemetery Road and investigations, I'll try and give you the history on a very plain level, and then let the location kind of present itself to me without the influence of like urban legend, because I cannot be sure what is what at this point, especially in some of these like higher end locations when I talk about like the more famous locations, because there's so much going on when it could be just like urban legend where the story is just veered so much towards like not the truth, and I don't know what that is. Let's just judge the investigation on what happens rather than what our feelings are on the history that could be presented online.
I agree.
Yep.
We're coming up on about 15 minutes left. This is I'm going to say 2-hour live stream. We got about 15 minutes left. That means you have 15 minutes to make sure you're subscribed to Cemetery Road, that you're subscribed to Weeping Willow Paranormal, that you're subscribed to Doof Doof Paranormal right there. She has 5 videos. She's working on it. But Karen from Australia will be seen a lot in the future of Cemetery Road because she's the unofficial international member of Cemetery Road Investigations and Weeping Willow Paranormal. And so, like, this team right here, we're going to be doing a lot in 2023. I hope you are prepared. We got some plans. Make sure you're following all of us so that you see our individual and team up videos. Also, we hit 3,000 guys on Cemetery Road. We've been working towards it. We hit it. I'm excited. And 2023, year of the Taphophile. The calendar is available. $20. I'll send you one. Send me an email. thecemeteryroad@gmail.com. That's my last plug. But it's pretty awesome. You want to see one more photo, guys? That's from my Boston trip. One of my favorite. Winged Death. We're good. That's in Salem. That's a Salem photo. 2023.
Oh, cool.
You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Next week on this channel, I will have a cemetery video. I have no clue what it is. I have a lot of banked cemeteries. I will have a video out for you guys. People have been dropping links to my what do you call it? Linktree, which means you can support me by sharing that link to my channel. You can support me by becoming a member of my channel. All of that stuff. I'm going to work on probably tomorrow adding Cassie and Karen to my link tree so that if you want to follow Weeping Willow, if you want to follow Doof Paranormal, you can do that stuff because we got a lot of stuff coming out. Because you know what? We became best friends during PAX, and we're going to be investigating a lot in the coming months. Yeah, that's all I got, guys. Follow New Reality. Follow Joe over at Entity 7. He's got a lot of cool stuff coming out that will include some of us and all of us. Oh, October picture? All right, Wolf Haunts. Does that mean you're going to buy one? I will show the October picture if you say you're going to buy a calendar.
I'm curious.
So once I see Wolf Haunts say I will show you October because it's a good one.
I'm assuming
it involves a membership only, a Taphophile membership only. Laws from Oz, Chasing the Darkness. You got to follow Levy on Chasing the Darkness because we're going to team up with him again and Kathy. But the October photo has something to do with like a Taphophile only video that I just dropped. February? Like, you want me to show the whole damn calendar? Come on.
Okay, privately, Jason, show me March. You don't have to show March on the live stream. I'm curious.
February?
Yeah, but they can go back and pause.
Click those TikToks.
May.
How fast is your click button?
June.
What about September?
Oh, no. We don't have a March. I got to send it back to the printer. We don't have March.
Is that a
March? May.
Get him, Ellie.
October. Yeah, I'm super excited to bring those who want to buy this calendar. Every dollar that goes towards this calendar is going towards locations, which we have a lot coming up, guys. We have a lot coming up. Allie says, no, I want to see March.
That's my birthday month.
April, May, June, March. That's March.
Do you have it labeled of where they are from?
Did
you guys see that?
I'm
Did
sorry.
you see that in the background or no?
But I will tell you every time. March came from I will tell you. 2 seconds. March is Gold Rush Country in California.
Cool.
Not Placerville. What is it? It's a cemetery in Gold Rush country in California where literally there was a hanging tree where they hung a couple murderers.
Oh, okay.
It's a solid photo.
Awesome.
Allie says March is also my birthday month.
Absolutely not, Laws from Oz. No way.
Not a chance.
No.
Which one?
Just
Laws.
perhaps some naked pole dancing instead.
Let me look. I'll see if I can. I left it out this year. I'm sorry. 2024 pole dancing Jason
And Ron.
and Ron.
I mean, he's already
team
showing
up.
awesome.
I know.
Canadian bacon and Jason. Cheeseburger.
We got 9 minutes on this live stream, guys. October picture if he buys one. Careful, that's a gateway drug. You'll next year have a glow reel.
Yeah, that's why I said no.
Thank you, Laws. Thanks for keeping me grounded. Listen, I have 40 of these things to sell. Again, every dollar goes towards locations for next year. We have some solid locations for next year, guys. But I've got a couple squirreled away so that I can do some giveaways. Don't worry, I'll do that. Plus, I think I'm going to do some giveaways of like full blown awesome ass prints of some of those photos, to where like you can say, hey, I'm gonna like give you a donation and we'll do a giveaway, and you just get to pick a month, and I'll be like, what's your birthday month? June? Sweet. And I'll send you a full blown like awesome ass print of the June photo.
Oh, that's cool.
Tarnia says, too expensive to send to New Zealand. I've secured that by being able to send one package to Karen from Australia, and then me and her will team up to send to Australia and New Zealand. So no year-long wait like it was for the book. Don't worry. We'll get it to you. Kasara, your birthday is December 24th. You demand you get more than one present. There's no, well, we teamed up and we just did a Christmas plus birthday present. No, don't do that. Don't accept that. Hails no. You better be like, my birthday and Christmas present are in the same box, but there better be two presents. I'm a Halloween baby. I'm October 27th. So like I don't have to worry. Yeah, me and Ron, we birthday brothers.
That's another weird thing. There's a lot of weird things.
I know. It's true. So what else, guys? Doof. We got 5 minutes ish.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to say? First investigation with us. We have more plans to go. Like, how do you feel about how we presented your first investigation in the 3 episodes each channel that we have presented to the world?
I wish you had cut me out. No, thank you. No, it was good. No, you did really well. Like, I mean, I was a bit worried because I thought, oh, I don't really want people to see me. And then I thought, well, it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's just me. And you guys are on it all the time. And you're the same. You look at yourself and go, I don't want to see myself. But we've got to see ourselves so that people can see we're really doing it. Mm-hmm. But no, it was. But you asked me earlier, what did it feel like? It is a bit surreal, isn't it? Because you've been there, you've done that, you've been there, you've had those conversations. You know what took part in between certain conversations, like when we were saying, oh, well, where will we go next and who'll do the whatever.
I mean, we presented 3-hour episodes, so 3 hours of content for people, but we were there way longer than 3 hours.
Yeah, and it was, no, I really enjoyed it, and it was
5 hours roughly.
Yeah, it was just really, I didn't know what to expect.
Levy didn't make it the whole time.
No,
me and Karen came from our solo, and we came into the like little area that was our home base, and it was just you and Ron, and we're like, "Where's Levy and Kathy?" And they're like, "Oh, they couldn't hang." Not because they couldn't hang, but because they had come from the airport, legit from the airport, landed in Reno, straight to the Washoe Club, investigated with us, and then me and Karen went up and we investigated the Washoe Club by ourselves. And when we came down, it was time for you guys to go up. They were just like, "We're done." We came from the east coast to here, to the Washoe Club, wore out, like we're done. Like, so no harm, no foul, but like they were both done.
Exhausted. And it was a
they were
very
so
exhausting
tired.
weekend. Like that whole thing is exhausting for
yeah.
anyone. Like there's tons, like people have probably been there. Some of the people, like Joe, obviously. But yeah, the minute it starts on the Friday afternoon till the time it finishes on the Sunday morning after everyone has, everyone's really sort of surviving on next to no sleep because they've not had a chance to have a proper sleep. Maybe an hour here, an hour there. But it's so much fun, though. It's worth the exhaustion.
I think the only night we actually had sleep was like the Wednesday before everything started, because and then
the first day we were there,
and then the Sunday evening we finished at 6:30 in the morning at Mackey's, and then slept for a few hours, and then we we were walking through cemeteries like a few hours later.
Yeah,
true. Wolf Haunts Paranormal in the chat says, "I think it's too expensive to send to Finland, and I'm in the States till the 30th of this month. I don't think I will get my calendar in time. Send me an email. thecemeteryroad@gmail.com. We'll figure it out. I will get you a calendar, even if it's a month or two later. I want to get it to you. So Wolf Haunts Paranormal, send me an email." I kind of just want to end this live stream with saying, like, guys, thanks for the support. Thanks for everything. Like, this has been awesome. 3,000 subscribers. I could not even imagine. The friendships that I've made on this project, could not imagine. Follow all of us on YouTube, and we have so much more coming up. In a couple weeks, Cassie will be releasing Washoe Club #1, not Washoe Club, Mackey Mansion #1. I will as well. We'll get those episodes out, and then it's like me and Paul, and then we will, like, it will be the return of the pro group of Jason, Cassie, Karen, Ron, all of us together doing more investigations. There's so much more to come, guys. So much more. And thank you for all of your support for all of our channels, and subscribing and chatting with us in the chat. I know when we're all together, we kind of like, it's hard to watch the chat and chit chat with each other. But we're all here. We all love your guys' support, and sharing our channels helps us so much. You don't even know. I don't get to 3,000 subscribers without you guys. Cassie is not going to hit that 1,000 subscriber goal that we are focusing on right now without you guys' support. And she's got some great stuff right now, and she's going to have some great stuff coming up. So make sure you subscribe. Even if you never watch the videos, just subscribe, because we are.
And then that way, at least it keeps a subscription. Because if they here, YouTube's weird.
Yeah, let's do this thing. Because the more you subscribe, the more you interact with our content, the more YouTube is like, "Oh, this is interesting. Let's push this to people beyond our influence." Yeah. That's how we get this stuff. And then Doof Paranormal. Karen's playing around with the YouTube. Let's support her. She's doing great. And Karen, as like, you started out feeling like a seasoned investigator in our investigations. I cannot wait to see you in a few months where you're just like, let's rock these locations. Again, Karen is the official 3rd international member of Cemetery Road Investigations and Weeping Willow Paranormal. Like, Karen, I'm not being like jokey or just like your buddy when I say you are a natural investigator. Yeah. I cannot wait to investigate with all of you again. So
it'll be so much fun.
all of that to say, all of you are awesome. And I will have a new cemetery video next week on Wednesday. The following week, Mackey Mansion begins. You will see all of us plus Levy. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
You will not have any footage of me sleeping on the floor, which is great. Follow us on Instagram. Follow my link tree. I know people have been posting the location of my link tree. I'm going to update it tomorrow to include Weeping Willow and Karen and all that kind of stuff, so that you can follow all of us, because we're kind of teamed up. We're kind of like together for like at least the next 6 months, and maybe even beyond. But thank you absolutely again. And for those who have emailed me saying I want a calendar, and then have like PayPal'd me $20 for the calendar, I have a list. I'm going to keep this with me, and the second I return to Oklahoma, I will send all of those out, so that when you get home and you have a Cemetery Road calendar, you can be like, on this date, this is when all these cool people are going to be releasing videos. We're going to all be together. Y'all are awesome. Cassie, you're awesome. Karen, you're amazing. Ron, just keep that thing shut up, because this is a family show. I'm just saying. I'm going to end this live stream, guys. But you guys are amazing, and I cannot wait to have like a proper hangout again, where we have Crow, maybe even Allie. Allie, you want to join the live stream? Let's do this thing. You guys are awesome. Thank you for watching Cemetery Road. Until next time, remember, when you're walking amongst the stones, or watching live streams, or watching paranormal investigations, be safe, be respectful, and I will see you on the next one.